Hey, so I'm going to tell you what, guys, today we're continuing to talk about succession planning, right? We've talked about marketing. We've talked a little bit about people, right? Your employees. We've talked first part about sales. So today we're doing the second part about sales. We're continuing. So this is question number 5 that your business should absolutely take into account, right? As part of succession planning, having these things in place so that you can step out of your business, you can take a vacation, you can be taken care of if you're sick, right? So let's move forward. All right. Number 5, do you have a systematized process so that your customers are getting predictable service? Predictable, a little bit different than consistent. Consistent is more about like think of it this way, like the step by step, right? Whereas predictable, I want to say, is more about like their expectations about the entire thing are there. So systemized sales process that's going to talk about predictable services or predictable delivery of the items, right? I know that if I, call them up and I request this level of merchandise, it's going to come in, they sell them in packs of 50. So I'm going to get 50 packs of this other thing, right? Because again, it goes to the same thing as question number 4 addressed, which is consistency and predictability have to do with trust and maintaining trust. So the more predictable you are, the more consistent that you are with your delivery of services or products, the more that you're going to be building trust in your customer base, the more that your referrals are going to, happen naturally and organically. And the flip side is, right, if you're inconsistent and you're unpredictable, your referrals are going to be scant to come by, and people are going to be like, you know what, I'm not good with you. So that's number 5. Number 6, okay. Do you have a systematized sales process, right? So that your customers are getting a measurable service, measurable. This means that your process, right, is written down as something that like A to B to C to D. Why? Because you need to be measuring whether your employees are complying with A to B to C to D. If you have something that's discombobulated, as they say, right, and it's like, well, sometimes we do A, B, D, F, E, and sometimes we do B, A, C, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's going to be really hard to measure whether your employees are complying with the process so that it's measurable, right? And so you need to make sure that there's that consistency. We do it A, B, C, D, E. We always do it A, B, C, D, E. That way I can tell if one of my people on my team are not doing A, B, C, D, E really easily, and then address the issue of whether they need to be fired if they're not complying at all. Or, how is that impacting your referrals? How is that impacting the trust that your clients or customers have in your product or service? So something really important to think about. Okay. All right. Number 7, do you have a systematized sales process, in which your customers feel confident referring to others? So this is like, do you have a system in place for referrals, for customer referrals? Like, is there for example, do you always send out a thank you card to the customer that sent you the referral? Do you always have a process in your intake where they're asking, hey, how did you hear about us? And you write down if it was like, oh, my friend so-and-so referred me. Okay, great. Oh, that's wonderful. They're really nice, or, I love working with them, whatever it might be. But do you have a process that then makes sure that you are thanking, right? Always be grateful, the referral source, and therefore encouraging them to continue to bring you referrals, right? That's really important. So that's number 7. Number 8, right? Do you have a systematized sales process so your team is confident, okay, about the benefits of hiring your business? This one I cannot emphasize enough. Your system must include a sales process, a sales discussion with your potential customer about the benefits involved, not the features of what you do, but the benefits of working with you, so that every time your salespeople, your sales team, whether it's a sales team of 1, 5, 20, they are confident in talking about what the benefits are of working in your business. They feel good about it. They are trusting in it. There's no doubt behind the scenes. I mean, if you're selling something that's $50,000 per service, people need to be able to be confident about that. They need to not have these like, is this worth the value, blah, 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 kind of price objections in their own head, because otherwise they're going to project it to your customers and clients, right? If you're selling $550,000 house, your people need to be able to convey the benefits, right? The value benefits of that confidently, not like, well, maybe a little pricey. No, no. Get rid of those conversations where your salespeople are saying, well, I know it sounds pricey. No, 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 no. Talk about what people want. What are the benefits that they want? Teach your salespeople about that. All right, so that's number 8. Number 9, finally, last one for the sales process that I'm going to cover today is, do you have a systematized sales process in place so your team is confident about asking for the prices that you've set for working with you? Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about prices in other videos, but for now, it's just really important that your team needs to be confident about the prices they're asking for. If you sell shoes that are $1,200 the pair, then your team needs to be confident in understanding what is involved in the pricing, what is the value that it brings, how is it going to impact people emotionally to wear these shoes, right? Those are the kinds of things that you need to train your team with. Don't assume, because if you assume, you're letting them bring in all their emotional baggage about price with them, and that's going to be projected onto that sales conversation. Don't let that happen. You need to train them about confidence in pricing, okay? Whether it's a $5 item, a $50,000 item, a $500,000 item, they need to be confident in the pricing. So you need to teach them and educate them about the things that are important to your ideal customer. That's why it's so important to know your ideal customer, right? The marketing, who's your ideal client. So they're seeing it and understanding it from that perspective. It may not be something for them, and that's okay. All right. So again, successful business owners, right? They take action, but the action that they take is strategic.